Here with another training tutorial video. What we'll be going over in this video is part 2 of Customize My Theme. So the very first tutorial video that we did for Customize My Theme briefly went over it and how to edit widgets and change them and add them to the site. What we will be doing is the landing page theme. We will build out that whole theme in this video. So if you need a specific part that you need to add, you'll be able to see it in this video. If you need the whole thing, then you'll also be able to see that. So where we will be going, you should know if you've seen the first Customize My Theme, is the My Website tab, Customize My Theme, and then Edit Current Theme. So once we're here on this page, we are going to, so we're on the layout, we're landing, click edit if you're not already there. So we're currently editing the landing page. So right now, as you can see, it's currently blank. This gray area where it says page content goes here. This will be created at a later time. That will be created at a later time in your Manage My Pages section. So that's specific to the page, not the theme. So let's go ahead and start. We'll scroll up to the top and let's go ahead and click on our widgets and get some basic widgets. So you can filter them by the type of widgets you want on the site. We're going to go ahead and type or click on the basic widget. Go ahead and let's add ourselves a logo. So up here in the top left is where we're going to want to drop in. As you can see now that I have a widget, it's highlighting these different places where I can drop a widget at. So I'm dropping my logo up there. I'm going to edit this logo to make it my own. We do have a editing or creating your current logo as well. So if you already have a logo created, you should have been able to add that. I haven't created one yet, so I'm just going to make it Mega Mall online store. Let's go ahead and see if we can't go ahead and get a battery in here. So there we go. So there we go. I went and made my logo. I added that up there. That's how easy that is. If I want to edit that again, I'll just go ahead and click edit, and it'll bring me right back to that screen. I can change it with any that I've already built, and I can edit the current one or add a new one, and I have all my editing option features. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I like the position of that logo. I'm going to keep it there. It's big and bold, and it's easy for everyone to see. Now in the top right hand corner, usually what people see is a cart, maybe a search bar, some different things up there. So we're going to experiment with kind of what we want up there. First, what I'm going to put up there is the cart. So the cart detail right here. I'm going to go ahead and drag this up here. So I can choose my cart style, my heading, cart summary. I don't want it to show any images of products. That'll take up probably too much space. And I don't prefer that, so I'll say no to that. Redirect to cart page. Let's go ahead and say yes. We want to redirect that to the cart page if people click on it. And then we're going to choose what kind of layout we want. I usually like the bar or the small button. It's really the preference though. There's a table, it's good, and the basic is also good. Let's go ahead and with the bar. And also what you can do is, if it has text, you can align it different ways. But the float button, it tells you where it's going to float on the page relative to the location that it's at. So I'm going to want it up in the top right as much as possibly can. You can also put margins and padding. So if you have other widgets around this one, you can add padding so they won't come within a certain distance of this widget. So I'll show you that later once we add another widget. I'll go ahead and add this as the bar. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And so now I added my cart. I really don't like that blue and that red, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. The way I'll do that is go down to style on this bottom screen. Click style, and it'll bring up, you can add a page background file and change the colors of the background and the content. I'm going to scroll down, and there is that red color that I do not like. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that and make this smaller a little bit so we can see it. So I don't like that red. So what I'm going to change that to is a light blue. I'll just add that as a light blue. Maybe let's make it a little lighter so it's a little different. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and hit publish on that to save that, and I'm actually going to refresh my screen. So all my saved changes are made because I published it, and then I refreshed it so all those updates would appear. And now you can see I have that light blue where that red was. We'll make the screen a little bigger again. Now what I want to do is go ahead and let's add a search bar right below this cart, make it easy for people to search. We'll go back to widgets. Once we're back at widgets, let's go ahead and filter again. We'll click on basic. And so our search widget is not under the basic. So let's see what it might be under. It'd probably be under navigation. So let's go ahead and click on the navigation tab, and there it is. Search for product, the product search. The widget gives you a little brief description as well. So I'm going to drag and drop this in the same box so it highlights it. Placeholder, I wanted to say search here, input width, search box. Everything looks good to me. I'm going to put it up in the top right hand corner as well. So it's going to be below the cart because I put it in second, but I can always change these because I put them both trying to go in the top right hand corner. So I can swap them out however I'd like, but you're going to have to be aware of where you place your products, your widgets. If you're putting them in the same text area, it will go ahead and have to show you where you want to put them if you're putting them in the same area. So this is a lot of width between the cart and the search widget. Let's say for some reason we wanted to add some more. We wanted to make that a bigger space. I'm going to add 25 just for demonstration purposes. I edited the cart. We're on the cart page, and right here we have the margins. I'm going to add 25 to the bottom and hit save. And you see how that jumps down even further. So now you can adjust the width of how far you want them apart. I'm going to take away that 25 and actually see what I can do with negative 30. So see, now I want them right next to each other. I don't like any space at all. I can do negative space, and it'll bring that search bar right up to the cart. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it just like that. So now that I have my header filled out, I have a card, a search bar, I have a logo. I'm going to go ahead and add my main navigation. Let's go ahead and go back to basic. And main navigation's right here in the middle. So a lot of the basic ones, you will find under the basic search, which will be helpful for you. So we're going to go ahead and click on main navigation. Drop it right there on that main bar. And so now that you're in main navigation, let's see what we'll want up there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to want a home page, obviously. So let's throw a home page up there. And I'll do it in the order that we want it. So then after I add the pages, you can go to the page types. Here's pages, products, and categories. Let's go over to categories. And we have different categories over here. I'm going to just add, I want some toys on my site. I want some electronics. And let's add some fan gear. So I want these products as well, or these categories. So I have a home option, toys, electronics, and fan gear. I'm going to go back to pages. And I want people to be able to contact me. I want people to be able to go to my cart. And as I'm adding these, you can add whatever ones you want. You can add different types. So under contact me, I can add about us. So I'll just hover over this. So it's blue. And you can see the tiered about us. I think this is covered in the first Customize My Theme video. So you can have contact us. I have about us. We can add blog. We'll add blog in there. And let's add careers if we want to allow people to work for us. So we have that. So I like how my main navigation looks now. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now you can see the main navigation up here: home, toys, electronics, fan gear. And then in the contact us, we have the drop down menu with our different options. So if you add them like the tiered system, you'll have the drop down where you can click on them. But this is my main navigation. I really like the way that looks, so I'm just going to keep that the way it is. And then let's go ahead and just fill out the footer. We'll use some different widgets in the footer to see what we can't get done in there. So we want a list. Another way for our clients to go over our navigation. So we're going to click on category navigation, just another widget to navigate the site. I'm going to drop it in there. We'll let it float however it wants, leave the margins, and hit save. And what this widget will do is it will bring up all the categories on the site. So you'll have them all listed there, and you can just click on those. Oops, sorry. Click on widgets again. Let's go ahead and maybe we have a newsletter. I'm going to go ahead and add a newsletter to my site. So the newsletter is now there. If people want to enter their email and subscribe to my newsletter, they can subscribe and add their email. Let's see, and then we can add a text box. Let's go ahead and add a text box. You can type something about your company, and you can add a link. You can add an image. If you want to add an image, you can do that here. Or if you want to add a link, you can just click add a link with the little chain link. And so you can add that here, hit save, and we'll add that in the footer as well. We have different widgets like a map where you can go ahead and insert the map. If you are a brick and mortar store, you have a storefront location, you want to show people where you're at, you can put that. We'll put the address. We can just put whatever you want to put in there, your address, and you put Google Maps. So let's actually put a place, California. We'll just put California. You can put the different zoom level. If you want to go to the state and the map type, if you want a satellite. So it gives you actually that view. So that's how easy it is. And then you can hit save and people can actually see your location. So if you do have a place where you want people to come and see you, this is a very helpful tool because it will show exactly where your location is on the site. So we have used quite a bit of different widgets on this video. We've used the newsletter, the map, different navigation tools. So I hope this gave you a better understanding of how to add widgets to the site, how to build out a page, and how to make it look more how you want it, because it is completely customizable. And then once you've customized a layout, so at the beginning of the video, if you didn't forget, we did click on layout and we're editing the landing theme. So if you want to edit the other themes, you're going to have to do that as well. An easy way to do that is if you close that and go ahead and hit, so go up to a widget, you can click the edit, and we've been hitting edit to edit the widget, but if you hit save widget configuration, newsletter, footer, you can go ahead and type that in and hit OK and save that widget. So if you're going to be using that multiple times, especially if you're editing multiple layouts, you can go ahead and save that. And instead of hitting widgets down here at the bottom, you can hit saved widgets. Saved widgets, you can see that we have a lot. So these saved widgets you can use on different themes and just pull them up and drag and drop them so you don't have to keep recreating widgets. Obviously, this is a featured product widget, which doesn't really belong in the footer, so it looks a little funky. But there's different widgets you can use. You can go ahead and delete that, and you can save them if you're editing different layouts. It'll make your life a lot easier if you save them. But this is Customize My Theme number 2. It would hopefully helped you learn how to add some widgets, where to place them, how to make your life a little easier. If you still do have questions, please call into tech support. They will be happy to help you out and make sure that we can help you out with this stuff.